Dallas Stars lost to St. Louis Blues 3-2 in overtime tonight, and it was a game where the Stars' overtime struggles continued. Dallas is now 1-7 in overtime this season. It's a point where you think about it, they've left 6 points on the table and 7 points on the table in overtime this season, and could be something that could really come back to bite them as if they do end up pulling back into this playoff race. Overall, it's a game where the Stars played well and they just haven't been able to finish their opportunities. Very similar to the loss to the New York Rangers last week. Johnny O'D hit the crossbar. Jason Spezza had 2 really good chances right at the end of regulation. Brett Ritchie had a chance where he whistled the puck wide of the net on a 2-on-1 where he probably should have scored. And it's interesting. This is a team that built with so much skill and built with so much talent hasn't been able to finish around the net, and you'd think that would be a strength for this team. The only goals they're scoring are the gritty, hard-working goals where they're going hard to the net. Jason Spezza's goal today was a rebound off a shot by Yuri Hudler. Patrick Eves' goal tonight was kind of a little bit of the prettier variety, but a little bit lucky as well. It's a goal where Jake Allen probably wants that back on the power play. And this is a game where if you watch and you take away the score, it's a pretty good performance by the Stars. They kind of limited St. Louis. The defense was pretty good. And the goaltending was good by Antti Niemi. However, Stars have moved past the point of moral victories right now. This is a game against a Central Division opponent that you really needed to win. You really needed a point. You really needed to start making up ground in this chase, because while they are ahead of Colorado, the Stars are starting to fall into a spot where they're risking being the also-ran in the Central Division. You have the top 3 teams in the playoffs right now, with Chicago, St. Louis, and Minnesota. Winnipeg's doing well, and Nashville is starting to turn things around. So Stars need to whatever it takes, whether it's scoring more dirty goals, finishing plays that they aren't, they need to figure it out. It's a game where you can take on this and build on it for LA from that side, but you need to start ignoring the mental victories. You need to look at the raw points and see why aren't they finishing. And that's not something I know the answer to. If I knew the answer to that, I'd be behind the bench and I'd be coaching. They need to get grittier, they need to go harder to the net, and you also need to hit the net when you do have those opportunities. Stars practice tomorrow down in Farmers Branch, practice on Thursday back in Frisco, and then play the Kings on Friday, which will be another tough test, and we'll see what they can do.